Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member. And she said, I hope you and your family are well and safe. We are, thank you. She said, we are definitely witnessing all the deception the Bible has been warning about for centuries. We are. We are. That's without a doubt. She said, it has never been more clear to me than ever what was written on each page of that book. My heart goes out to all the suffering in the world. But most of all, the most precious resources, the children. I know. Our future. May we all see what we have allowed happen and stay strong to fight what is unveiling. But first, I think it's time we all talk about the elephant in the room. Oh, good Lord. She said, I hear people talking about it on the streets to each other, but I have not heard anyone asking politicians or reporters asking him this question. Where is the real 46? Good God, girl, you're going there, aren't you? I've been wanting to ask this, and I haven't answered, but I have been talking to others who are seeing it too. I noticed it during the 45-46 election. I felt like I would seem crazy saying it. I really don't care anymore if people think I'm crazy because in Florida. Because Florida man, Florida girl, okay, I get it. Many are noticing the changes in celebrities and politicians. Well, you know, when you got the money, you know what I mean? Plastic surgery, you know, it can either do wonders or it can just turn you into something that you would, something on a horror show, you know? She said, do you see it? Oh, of course. Of course I do. I mean, there's one that always sticks in my head. And it's the one that got plastic surgery so she could look like a cat. For the love of all that's wonderful in this world, why would you want to look like a cat? I mean, I love my cats. Okay, Patches, she's a beautiful cat. She's calico, but you know, I wouldn't want to dye my skin to look and have the, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, and then people get like all these, the teeth, and they get the fangs, and then they get these things in their foreheads to make them look like they've got, I can't. But yes, I've seen it, and I see it too often, and it's like, you know, okay, here's a story for you. I have a sister. God love her, okay? God bless her. She's in her 50s. But she's one of those, she still wants to be 21. Good Lord, Lori. Knock it off, okay? She's had so much plastic surgery. So much. That her skin is actually shiny. I'm not kidding. She gets injections in her lips to like this, okay? She thinks that she looks like the bomb.com. Everybody else looks at her like, what planet is she from? My father has even said to her, it's called growing old gracefully, Lori. And she just doesn't stop. But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen because I've seen it firsthand. So I'll go on. So she says, maybe it's just wishful thinking. I know presidents do have body doubles. Well, I'm sure they do because, you know, scary things can happen, you know. She said, but you wouldn't see them running the entire country. It would be used in certain places where they could get harmed, I'm sure. She said, what's really going on? Who the hell knows? Nobody knows. She said, who is the man pretending to be 46? They say it could be a twin brother or something like that, from what I understand. No. Why are many people saying he's wearing a mask? Hollywood and prosthetics can do a hell of a job. Have you seen CGI in movies? I mean, you know, holograms, holographics. I'll go on. She said, who is under the mask? God, girl, if I was there, don't you think I would be ripping the mask off? Okay. She said, is it really Obama? Oh, hell. No. No, I doubt that. He's in the earpiece. I will say that. She said, we all know he wanted a third term. Right. Because we all saw the video. If he could be in somebody's basement running it from, you know, with somebody else running it. Of course, like I said, he's in the earpiece. Okay. Is it aliens everyone said took over? Oh, God, for the love of God, no. No. I don't, you know, they could say shiny object UFO all they want until it lands on my front, you know, my front lawn. I'm not buying it. She said, I know this seems crazy, but we all know that politicians are not acting like they used to. They are even worse at lying and pretending that they care. Show me a politician that's not crooked. Okay, and then I'll convince you that the sky is purple and not blue. She said, obviously, that went out the window. Could it be the answer that is right in front of our faces? They are not actual politicians that were there 40 to 80 years ago. We got something else pretending to be them. You're on to something. I'm not quite sure what it is, you know. She said, my last question is, who will be the first person to rip off that mask? Ugh, if it is a mask. Like I said, if I was there, I would do it. She said, if it is a mask, but I noticed many politicians are looking very different. Well, have you ever heard of adrenochrome? So, including his wife. Are they all wearing masks too? It's in the eyes. I noticed the changes. They are all looking more and more like dark creatures than human. Where is the real 46? Is he under the mountain with the real elites? Did they eat him? Oh, hell. I got serious questions. I know it sounds crazy, but do you notice it too? I do. I think a lot of people do, but they're just too afraid to question it, you know. She said, what is the Constitution for dealing with fake presidents? I don't think I don't think that was ever brought up. You know, she said, it'll explain why our Constitution is just toilet paper to them all. Oh, of course. Of course. You know, yeah, of course. She said, I love you all, and I'm glad to get this out of my system, but I think we have to talk about this. No matter if he's fake or real, I think we can all agree this creature needs to go back to where he dwells. What the hell is his name from Lord of the Rings? Precious. You know, that's one of those. We need to stay focused on spreading positivity and love. Hating will only make them stronger. Remember, don't be deceived. Seriously, with love. Well, thank you. I love you too. She left me 2 YouTube video links, so I'll put those in the description box below. And she sent me some pictures, but you guys know as well as I do, if I were to show any hate to this family, I would get my arse in a lot of trouble. So unfortunately, my love, I am not going to put these pictures in this video, but what I will do is put them in the November newsletter, which is what I'm working on right now, and it'll be out in 2 weeks. Okay, so I will put this in the newsletter. All right, so holy smeckaroli, you got me. You got me good. No kidding. Okay, so here's another email from a community member, and she said, you brought up a good point about the increase in food prices in your previous video, and I want to agree. I went to the store, and a package of chicken was almost $14. That's it on your end? You should see it here. Yeah. She said, I couldn't afford that, so I bought firm tofu instead. Oh, girl, I could give you recipes. Let me tell you. I can give you some really good recipes. She said, I was convinced we'd hate it and that nobody would eat it. On the other hand, a large container is only $3.49. I know. Let me tell you. She said, I bought a container of tofu, some bottled sauce, and a bag of rice. The total cost is $8. What a surprise. The four of us ate it like kings. Yes, girl. Yes. She said, I looked up super easy tofu recipes on TikTok. There were thousands of them. Honestly, you got to try tofu and sauce and rice. It will literally knock your socks off, fill your tummy, and keep your budget under control. Who knew? Go figure. I knew. Go figure. Okay. Real quick recipe. Take your tofu out of that container and pat it dry. Okay. Cut it up into cubes. Okay. Now, dredge it in egg and whatever breadcrumbs, you regular Italian breadcrumbs or panko, whatever, okay? Do you want to fry them in oil or you want to use the air fryer, okay? Now, when they come out of the air fryer or the oil, now get some really good buffalo sauce, okay? Then, what do you like? You like ranch dressing or you like blue cheese? Okay. You like you're eating chicken wings, boneless chicken wings. Let me tell you what, okay? You want some good food, eat that. Feed it to somebody who doesn't even know what they're eating, and they'll be like, these are the best boneless chicken wings I ever ate. Tofu. I'm telling you. Delish. Oh, she sent me a picture. Oh, girl, when I tell you. Yes. Yes, ah. There you go. So here's an email from a community member. She said, we went to Costco this morning as soon as it opened to get a few things. Before going out of town to pick up our newly adopted dog from doggy training camp. Oh, how'd it go? She said, we parked in the parking lot and immediately saw 4 groups of, oh, good God, Middle Eastern young men scattered in different places in the parking lot. Each of them had 2 cell phones. And they were talking on the phones to each other. It was so strange. My husband had his 2 tools on him, and I had mine. He said, this does not look good. Let's go in, get what we get, and get out. We did. In the store, I also saw several young guys with 2 cell phones each. What the hell? People better get right with God. Yeah, I know. Pray before they go out anywhere and trust in the Holy Spirit to lead them. Other than that, we had a great day. God was awesome to keep us safe in what we had to do today. Listen, I'm going to say it again, okay? I understand your concern, okay? But not all Muslims are bad people, okay? But I understand your concern, okay, sweetheart? But just understand that they got to go shopping too, okay? Maybe they own businesses. That's why they're at Costco. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. I promise you. Okay? No harm, no foul, right? All right. So here's an email from a community member with 2 pictures that she sent in. She said, I got $5 worth of tomatoes. They were fill a bag for 99 cents. Some part of them are being cooked to make barbecue sauce. Can I have the recipe, please? She said, we'll be canning up soon. Had a whole case of Roma tomatoes that I diced and canned also. Still have more tomatoes left. May make some sauce again. My whole house smells like a barbecue right now. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I love that. Okay, so this came in from a community member, and she said this is very important intel. And the one video, it's a YouTube video, okay, so I'll leave that link in the description box below, okay? And it's the end game war on Gog and Magog and Jewish law on hostages, okay? And I watched the video, and it's very, very educational, okay? I highly recommend that you watch it. And the next thing is an article, and it's about 23andMe has been hacked. And the hackers are offering to sell the lists off with any and all Jewish DNA. Yeah. You know, if things, I'm just saying, okay, so I just don't understand. I really don't. So this, before I go, I found this, and I wanted to bring it to your attention, okay, because I know a lot of you community members live over by the southern border, okay? And there's chilling footage of a notorious group, I'll just say that are saying that they're going to purge local neighborhoods. And it's supposed to start in Mexico, okay? Whether it stays in Mexico, I don't know, I'm not sure. But this clip video thing that I have, it's unverified, but it was shared to X/Twitter. And it reportedly shows members of this Mexican group organization known as Jalisco New Generation, okay? And they're shown dressed up in military uniform, wearing Halloween masks, and they're armed. And they're speaking in Spanish, but they say that they have arrived. This message goes out to the residents within the valleys of, I'm having a very hard time saying this word, but I'll spell it out for you. TEOTIHUACAN and all of its surroundings. We've arrived, you son of a bees. We'll be moving throughout the towns of San Juan, Otumba, Exapusco, Nopaltepec, Acoman. There's so many different towns, okay? I'm just trying to pronounce some of them. San Martin de las Piramides, Santanas, San Luis, San Miguel, Tecamac, Zumpango, 5 de Mayo, San Pedro, Santa Maria, Purificación, San Sebastian, San Marcos, Nepantla, San Antonio. So they said that we've arrived to purge these areas, you son of bees. We are the absolute mob of Mr. Mencho. They continued before repeating the final sentence in unison. This group is headed by Nemesio Ruben Cervantes, who's also known as El Mencho. This El Mencho is on the most wanted list in Mexico and America, who is reportedly offering $10 million in the leading of his capture. So this video clip was soon flooded with commentators and people commenting, you know, so, you know, it's very hard, I guess, to take this seriously, but I would take it.
Valle de Teotihuacán y todos sus alrededores. Ya llegamos, hijos de su puta madre. San Juan, Teotihuacán, Otumba, Ajapusco, Nopaltepec, Acolman, Maquisco, Atlatongo, Cuautlacingo, San Martín de las Pirámides, Santana, San Luis, San Miguel, Ixtlahuaca, Tecámac, Zumpango, la 5 de Mayo, San Pedro, Santa María, Purificación, San Sebastián, Jolalpan, Belén, Oxtotipac, Tepetlaostoc, San Marcos, Nepantla, San Antonio, Teopancala, Teacalco. Llegamos para limpiar, hijos de su puta madre. ¡Pura gente del señor Mecho!
All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.